Hey family, welcome back to my channel. Tonight we're going to be doing something a little bit different. This isn't just a regular makeup tutorial. This is going to be makeup with a message. So starting off with the Smashbox Primerizer, which is a moisturizer and a primer, I'm going to just be hydrating my face a little bit, and then I go in with my Urban Decay Primer Potion to set my eyebrows, followed by my Benefit Brow Pencil. A bit of a fun fact, while I was making this video, I was very down in the dumps about life, about business, and I don't really want to talk too much about that. Me and my best friends slash business partners, we will go into depth about that in our podcast that I will mention towards the end of this video. But I just want to bring attention to the fact that makeup can be therapy. It can be very therapeutic, especially if you are an artist. So I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I can't remember what shade it is, but you know, just pick one that's good for your skin tone. And I'm using that to clean up under my eyebrows. I'm finding that one of the hardest things about being a creative is having to overcome that desire to stay hidden away or tucked away or just remain like down in the dumps when things aren't going the way that I envision them to go. Part of being a creator, part of being an entrepreneur is understanding that sometimes the vision that you have when you start something is not what the finished goal is going to be, and that's okay. Like finding the beauty in that process and finding the beauty in the transition is part of the battle, but it is not an easy thing to overcome. Now you see me going in with the Born This Way foundation. I just bought that foundation, and I'm going to do a haul on all the things that I got from Ulta, including the Keys skincare or soul care, I think is what Alicia Keys is calling it. I tried that out, but I wasn't really a fan, but we'll get more into that in another video. In the next couple clips, you're going to see me go in with this eyeshadow from MAC after I take a little bit of a phone break. And I use that eyeshadow from MAC. It's like a burnt orange shade, and that's going to be my transition shade for my eyeshadow look. But while we get into that, I just want to talk a little bit about how perfection is a lie. Like, I want you guys to understand that searching for perfection is like one of the quickest ways to experience burnout, to experience disappointment in your creations, and to start comparing yourself to other people. And trust me, comparison is a thief of joy and progress. Like, I talk about it a little bit in my Overcoming Fears video, but it's the truth. Like, I'm not the first person to say that comparison is the thief of joy. Okay, I know you've heard that before, but I need you to realize that that is some real shit. Like, when you start searching for perfection and comparing yourself to others, like, you're going to be hidden and tucked away just like I am sometimes. But it's important to like at least have a perspective of that so that you can eventually tap back out of that space. Now I'm going in with this dark brown shade to just kind of add a little bit of drama, a little bit of smoke to the look. That is in the Everyday Chic palette by Morphe, which is a pretty good palette if you know how to blend. In the next couple clips, I'm going to be going in with the Jaclyn Hill palette, the Volume 2. I like the Volume 2 a lot better than Volume 1. And then I'm going to add the Drama Girl with the Fenty Galaxy palette. I don't want to discourage you guys and make you feel like if you fall off, you can never get back up, or you've made like this big, huge mistake. Like, no, I want you to know and be reassured that there's nothing wrong with falling off, but you have to know when enough is enough. You have to know how to pick yourself back up. For me, I read tarot. And so, also, if you are interested in tarot or you like watching readings, you can definitely follow me at alignedandbusy on Instagram. And you can subscribe to my tarot channel, which is Sacred Tarot 434. Both of these things are going to be linked in the description box, so don't worry if you didn't catch it or you don't know how to spell it. That's besides the point. We'll get back to that later. But now I'm going in with the Black Opal foundation as a little bit of a color correcting, but I am going to go in with the NARS Creamy Concealer to add some more color correction and just hide some of the blemishes that I have going on. And then I'm going back in with the Born This Way foundation to finish up the makeup canvas. But yeah, back to what I was saying. There's nothing wrong with falling off, okay? Everyone falls off from time to time. Even your favorite YouTubers, favorite Instagram influencers, favorite TikTokers have breaks, okay? One way to prevent falling off is to prevent burnout. And the best way to prevent burnout is by prioritizing your content, prioritizing your time, making time for self-care, making time for fun, okay? Like, everything does not have to be super serious all the time. And that is one of the quickest ways that I burn out personally. Like, when I have my biggest creative kicks, I try to power through as much content as I can at one time, and then I try to hold myself super, super accountable for editing and posting and interacting and making blog posts and just doing all the things. And I forget to take time for me. I forget to take time for Bree. So I'm encouraging you all to try to prevent your burnout so that way you can prevent falling off as much as possible. I'm highlighting with the LA Girl Pro Concealer that I use to clean up under my eyebrows. And then I'm going back on top of that with just a little bit of Smashbox concealer to kind of tone it back down so I don't end up ashy when it's all said and done. And then I'm going to be contouring with the Maybelline Superstay Foundation Stick, which is super creamy. I love contouring myself and my clients with that product. It's just so easy to blend out. But what I can say is in this video, I put a little too much on. So if you're going to go out and get that product to contour with, make sure you're using just a little bit less than I did. Don't go in with such a heavy hand, and try to make the area that you're contouring a little shorter, and you'll know exactly what I mean when you see it. Something else that I'm learning through therapy and just through life experience is that one of the ways to kind of get back on your horse after you've taken that break or after you've fallen off and you're kind of anxious about starting back up is to reassess. Like, sometimes you need to reassess what's important to you. Sometimes you have to reassess what your purpose is behind what you're doing. And this isn't just for this advice is not just for creatives, it's also for professional people. Like, everyone has things that they're responsible for doing in a day. Sometimes you have to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why is this a priority for me? Why do I want to accomplish these tasks? And that can help you get back on track as well. I set my face with this Makeup Revolution powder that is actually no longer sold at Ulta, but its shade is Banana Deep if you can find it on Amazon or something. And my favorite powder to set my whole face is the MAC Radiant Skin Finish in the shade Deep Dark. It is so good, y'all. It is so good, especially if you are a dry skin girl like myself. Then I will be using the Black Radiance bronzer slash highlighter that I just love. And I've had it for at least 10 years. And then I'm going to finish off my cheeks with this MAC blush that it's so nice. I think it's like cushion blush or something like that, but it's so soft to the finger. Oh my God, I just love it. I had to sit down and take some time to remember that healing and growing is not it's not linear. It's a very fluid process. Sometimes you make 10 steps forward and then the next day or a couple days after that you feel like you're falling 4 steps backwards again, and that's part of the process. That is part of the process. Slight side tangent. I'm lining my lips with the Chestnut Liner by MAC. Then I'm going in with this Lippy by MAC as well, and then some Lash Paradise mascara, some lashes, and setting spray by Urban Decay All Nighter. It is the one that is glowy, so you can have a dewy finish. I sped through that because I really want to take the most or make the most of this last minute to just give you guys some encouragement. So back to what I was saying, I had to remember that growth and healing is fluid. It is not linear. You can make progress and then you can feel like you're falling backwards, but you are still making progress overall. And I want you guys to keep that in your minds, okay? And another thing, if you want to be an influencer, you have to get real. And that's something I had to be honest with myself about, is that I lost my authenticity along the way. I somehow went from creating out of a space of just needing something that was mine, something that I could be proud of every day. And I kind of got into this space of needing to be the perfect influencer. So I just want you guys to know that people are inspired by inspiring people. If you keep your struggle a secret, nobody knows how hard you fought for your success once you become successful. That being said, I just want you guys to know that I appreciate you all for tuning into this video. I'm very happy to be back. I am going to be kind to myself, and I hope that this is going to be something that I can keep up with. I want you guys to know that I have a business that is an ice cream business. We are starting our podcast up. It's going to be available on our YouTube channel, Euphoria Ice Cream. I have my tarot channel up, Sacred Tarot 434. And I want you to know that better things are coming for your life. Better things are coming for everybody's life. So make sure that you get ready for that and be encouraged. I'll see you guys later.